Hello, my name is Jennifer Michaels, and I'm the community manager for the Blue Life RX Circle community. Today, I will take you on a tour inside of our private community. The menu on the left is broken into categories: the bulletin board, self-care, picky and sensory eating, the BLA program, and the public and free area. The bulletin board houses the basics. There are two tabs for our team, which are called Meet Your Coaches and Meet Your Logistics Team. When you click each subtitle, it opens the space in the main window. And then when you click on each of the coaches' names to read their bios, then you can read their bios, sorry. And you can do the same inside the logistics team. So you click on their name and then you can read their bio. The bulletin board also houses the monthly Q&A with Natalie. And these are scheduled and published at the end of every month for the next month. The Q&A. Oops. Next is the announcement section, which houses, here it is, which houses topics such as holidays and scheduling changes, if or when applicable, as well as polls to request insight and input from the community. We also have a frequently asked questions list with answers to all of our most frequently asked questions. The self-care space has 3 items in its menu, which are a toolkit, our monthly mingles, and a weekly tip. The toolkit houses documents and files that we use and reference during coaching and act as complementary resources. The monthly mingles are where members attend to meet, chat, and connect with each other. It's not a regular coaching call, and these calls are not recorded. So I always like to say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. And the weekly tips vary from motivational excerpts to controllable and personal strategies to layer in during the week. All right, so now in the picky and sensory eating section, it's very robust. So I will highlight the main spaces. We have a space for coaching calls. Excuse me. These calls are front loaded every month and are always scheduled for 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesdays, and replays are always posted within 48 hours of the calls. These calls follow along with the Bring the Fun Back to Mealtime course material. One thing I will say is, regardless of what the lesson or topic is for that call, there's always open coaching afterwards, where the coaches meet you where you are in your journey with your family. We have a picky eating toolkit that houses all of the resources. And documents that not only complement the lessons inside of the course and follow along with the workbook, but we also have resources to support meal planning and meal prep, as well as protocols and guides with links to physical tools when necessary. We have spaces to introduce yourself, have open topic discussions, and a wins channel where we highlight all of the progress. I am not opening these spaces during the tour because we respect our members' privacy, and this tour is open for public viewing. Open discussion is truly open. It does not have to be food or diet related. You can talk about or ask about any topic. Members often talk about books, weather, clothing, personal care products, cleaning products, cooking utensils and pots and pans, oils, behavior, sleep, poop, the list goes on. Wins are the same. They can be any wins. They do not have to be food related. It could be about a child sleeping through the night, or finally having regular bowel movements, or they made a friend at school or on a playground. It could be that tantrums or meltdowns have subsided, or a child learned to pour their own drink. So then we have the recipe section. This section is compiled based on community need. So as we hear on coaching calls or in chats or in DMs, what our members need, we provide curated recipes for them along with tailored augmentations for gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, and sugar-free. We also have members who are egg-free or have nut or seed allergies, so we will customize as much as possible. One of the biggest asks from the community members has been packable foods. So from the time school came back in session in August and September until after the new year, most or all recipes will be a packable food. Fun Fact Friday is one of my favorite spaces. This space houses topics that come up inside the community the same way the recipe topics arise. The ones you see here are just a few of the main topics. We also cover topics such as taste-safe sensory play, teaching our kids to brush their teeth, what counts as a food exposure, and even how to keep our kids at the dinner table. The last one is our most frequently used resource. We also have a space for members to submit their own recipes and meal ideas, as well as an introduction to the next phase once picky eating is overcome, which is through detox and recalibration. The BLA program has several similar spaces, such as a space for coaching calls, plus its own toolkit, discussion and wins channels, and an overview of an entire round of detox. BLA program uh, calls are always on Mondays, and there are 2 time slots available to help accommodate members all over the world. The toolkit houses guides, protocols, and topic-driven classes that we talk about regularly. As well as reference materials to complement coaching calls. This is currently also where essential oils class recordings are housed. And since they have become a recurrent need that our community members request, we will eventually be moving them into their own subspace in the BLA program menu. This menu also has 2 chat spaces, open discussion and wins channel. However, to respect our members' privacy, I will not be opening these spaces on the tour. They are, however, included on the tour during onboarding. Okay. The public and free area has several spaces, a welcome message, a space where we house free events such as the live essential oils classes, webinars, and workshops. Okay. Then there is a newer space called the Substack Hub, where Natalie publishes larger scale articles that are relevant to our community. We recently opened a free discussion and chat channel to create an avenue for members in the free area to have a way to ask questions and to connect with us, as well as other members in the community. We have a free monthly resource section where last month we talked about constipation and shared information about what it can look like. This month we are highlighting what all counts as a food exposure. We have a few informative sections on the menu, such as learn, Essential Oils Class Archives, and the Screenless Challenge, which is currently a free mini course to support parents in reducing or eliminating screen time for families. I also want to mention that this platform is available on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store, and you can access all of the chats, discussions, resources, documents, courses, videos, literally everything while you are on the go. So you are not tied down to a computer to be able to access all that you see here. Thank you so much for your interest in our private circle community. If you have any follow-up questions, please feel free to join our community and reach out to me through direct message on the Circle platform, or you may email me at jennifer@blueliferx.com. Thank you so much.